Welcome back. So today we are going to learn chapter number 1 of standard 8, that is crop production and management. In this chapter we earlier discussed the introduction of this chapter, that what is the crop, what is the agriculture, and how we do management of these crops. So as the name suggests, that crop production, here we produce the crop. So for the production of the crop we have a particular process. How we grow the crop in the field. So what is the techniques farmers takes to develop the crop in the field. So there is a process. These are the 7 processes. That is the first process step is preparation of the soil. We earlier discussed this step number 1, that is preparation of soil. What done in the preparation of the soil and what is the preparation of the soil? Preparation of the soil is nothing, is very simple. To level the soil, to turn the soil, turning of the soil, plowing of the soil, and leveling of the soil. How we do these things? We do by using the agriculture instrument, that is plow, agriculture instrument, that is plow and hoe and cultivator. So these are the 3 agriculture instruments. So by using these 3 machines, which I said, and agriculture instrument, the farmers easily prepare the soil for the second step, sowing. What is the plow? Plow is the deepening of the soil. Take out the inner layer of the soil and mix up the soil. Why they do this thing? Because the third layer, the inner layer of the soil, this is first layer, second layer, third layer. The inner layer of the soil has the maximum amount of nutrient. Nutrient means the food for the plant, the food for the germinating seeds. So they require food also for the development. So these nutrients, for example, nitrogen, potassium, magnesium, these are the nutrients for the plant. So these are the by using this technique, by using these machines, we plow this field and take out all the nutrient and mix up all the nutrient on the land. So educate an equal amount of nutrient spread all over the land. So now the next one is, it's look like in Hindi, if I say it is Pavra. Pavra, all of you, I don't know who you are, even so Pavra is like iron machine is like this one. A wooden hand is there and it's like this. Pointed tip is there which tip the soil layer. Here it is carried out by the animals, the pet animals like ox. वो इसको खींचते हैं और यहाँ से ये जो पॉइंटेड एज है ये मिट्टी में जाता है और वो उसमें टिपल इकट्ठा करता है, वो मिट्टियों को उखाड़ देता है. Here the man farmer is standing here to push the plow. In Hindi is also called hull. This is like hull only. So now hoe. Hoe is another instrument which is used by the farmer. It is like this one. And its picture is briefly explained in the NCERT book also. It is like this machine. And other one is cultivator. So cultivator is the very important and very efficient tool for the farmers because it is carried out by the tractor. So the tractor, this is a tractor. The tractor has a hook-like, sharp edge-like blades at the behind the tractor. So these sharp blades dig inside the land and it's plow the field very efficiently. So it reduces the time also and it is also save the manpower also. So it is not too much tedious as compared to the plow and the hoe. So now next one is another question is also arise here. Why we do the preparation of the soil? See, we discussed these things in the earlier blog also. So preparation of the soil, why it is? Why farmer prepare the soil before sowing? Because all the nutrient which is present inside the inner layer of the soil is get uniformly distributed all over the land. Second term is loosening of the soil is very important. Why the loosening of the soil? Because the big clot of the soil is get damaged, it is get in a small pieces of the soil particles is there. They have spaces between two soil particles. All the soil particles get loosened. जो नीचे की मिट्टी होती है वो लूज हो जाती है, उसके पार्टिकल्स दूर दूर हो जाते हैं. सो by doing this, ये जो this space is filled by the air and water. It is filled by the air and water. So by filling of air and water, the plant get easily absorbs all this air and water in it. And another benefit is very important, that loosening of the soil allows the root to develop inside the ground. Now the second term is sowing. Sowing is a process of scattering of the seed or pouring of the seed on the line for the germination process. So बीज को खेतों में डालना, that is sowing, nothing. That is simply sowing. So how it is done by the farmer? Two processes there. Number one is the traditional method is there. Our Asian farmers are did these things. So how they did? They take all the seeds and scatter randomly on the land. So what is the drawback by using traditional method? Just because the farmers not get much clear idea about how much seeds are scattered in a particular area. Is this have an equal interval of gap between them? So these are the drawback. So now for overcoming that drawback, the farmers takes a new things, that is seed drill machine. This is a machine's technique. These machines are seed drill machine. Seed drill machine is nothing, it's like a seed drill machine, nothing, it's like a funnel-like structure. It is a funnel-like structure. And this funnel-like structure is filled with the seed. Farmer filled this funnel with a lot of seed. This seed going along with this tube and open in this sharp open-ended. This sharp open-ended edge is normally on the ground, and it put all the particular each seed on a particular space or area. There is a particular interval of difference between two seeds. There is a definite space between the two seeds. Here the drawback of the traditional method is overcome very easily, because all the seeds are dropped at equal interval of distance. So there is a less competition for the air, for the light, for the space. So plants are grown very freely and with a lot of space and grow and develop very finely. So now the next one is adding manure and fertilizer. So now come to these things, adding manure and fertilizer. So in the sowing process, before we pouring this seed on the land, we must take out one thing very clearly in the mind, that we have to select a seed disease free. The seed should be very good in quality. It might be hybridized or be very good in all the things in the seed, all the cotyledons in the seeds, all the seeds are very good. So many farmers buy these seeds from the market, and now the market having the hybridized seeds and very good quality of seeds. So how we can distinguish between this seed is bad and this seed is good? Bad means diseased and this seed is disease free. How we can get difference between them? So it's very simple formula for that, to finding that this is diseased and this is disease free. So take out some seeds and pour on a bowl which is filled with the water. So what happened? The diseased, infected seed are floating on the surface of the water. How it is possible? Why these seeds are floating on the water? Because it get hollow. The infected seed get hollow. So it get hollow. All the matter inside the seed is finished. It is eaten by any insect. So this is get hollow Then hollow seed is light in weight. When it is light in weight, it float on the surface of the water. And the good seed, which are non-infected, so they are settle at the bottom of the bowl. So these are the normally technique which is used by the farmer to get know that this seed are good or bad. So now next come to the next topic, that is adding manure and fertilizer. What is a manure and what is a fertilizer? These two things are different, but they come in a single category, that is a nutrient. They are come under the single category, that is a nutrition for the plant. These are the nutrition for the plant. So manure is a natural, it is not a man-made, it is a natural. Nature made them. So what is the substance which make manure? Animal waste, plant waste, insect bacteria, these are the manure. And what is a fertilizer? Fertilizer is a artificial synthetic which is made in a factory. So this is a fertilizer and this is a manure. Manure normally you heard about the biogas. So in the biogas, lot of the cow dung and animal waste are dig in a small pit which is closed, and under this the fermentation process is occurred by the microorganisms, and by microorganisms they microorganisms decompose all the material, dump material inside the pit, and it release the gases which is methane gases used for the biogas. The same process also here, but here is no gases involved. What is that? Animal dung, plant material which is food, leaves, stems and seeds. These are the foreign things which is unwanted by the plant. So these are fallen on the ground, and by taking some time it get decomposed on the action of the microorganisms. So on the action of the microorganism, these things get decomposed and it is very rich in the nutrients. So these are further used as a manure for the plant. Maybe you heard that some farmers use cow dung in the plant. They simply pour all the cow dung, scatter all the cow dungs on the farms. Why they did all these things? Because that cow dung is nothing, it is a manure, and it is also good for the plant. It will not create any pollution. So now come to the difference between the manure and fertilizer. So in the exam, it is very important that it might be possibility to ask these questions. What is the difference between manure and fertilizer? So manure and fertilizer are very important thing in this chapter, so be careful about things. So what is a manure? So this is a manure and here is a fertilizer. So now come to one by one thing. We are startingly, the thing is very important, why farmers use manure and fertilizer. I am going to tell you one thing, why the farmer use this process, why they add this manure and fertilizer to the field. The simply is very normal answer is there, that farmers regularly grow same type of crop on a land. So what happened on the farm when they used to grow the same type of crop? So after some time, a particular type of nutrient get damaged, मीन्स वो खत्म हो जाता है. अगर मैं फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ आई टेक एग्जाम्पल ऑफ वीट, अगर मैं वीट को हर साल वीट ही मैं अपने फार्म में ग्रो करूँ तो क्या होगा, वीट को अगर नाइट्रोजन चाहिए या फिर पोटेशियम चाहिए तो आफ्टर 1 year and 2 years the land become have a deficiency of that nitrogen and potassium. तो मुझे उस कमी को ओवरकम करना है. आई हैव टू ओवरकम दैट डेफिशिएंसी ऑफ द सॉइल. सो फॉर दैट farmers use manure and fertilizer. So a farmer use manure and fertilizer, that is one option, and the second option is farmer use the crop rotation. This is also a very good process to maintain the nutrient level of the soil. So how it is possible? Man, what is a farmer do? Farmer grow of, for example, if I explain you very clearly, अगर मैं गेहूं को एक साल ग्रो करती हूँ, फिर नेक्स्ट ईयर में मूंगफली को ग्रो करती हूँ, फॉर एग्जाम्पल ग्राउंडनट को मैं ग्रो करती हूँ, सो व्हाट हैपेंड इज देयर दैट वी यूज्ड ऑल द नाइट्रोजन, बट इन द नेक्स्ट सीजन groundnut gives all the nitrogen to the soil. Then again I grow wheat, and again then alternative grown of a two type of crop, which maintain the level of the particular nutrient which is required by the soil or by the growth of the plant. So these are the crop rotation. So now come to the manure and fertilizer. What is a manure and what is a fertilizer? I already told you. So now difference between the manure and the fertilizer. Number one, it is a natural and it is a artificial. It is a artificial, it is a natural. Nature made these things, microorganisms involved in these things for decomposition and fermentation. Here, no microorganism is involved. It is produced in a company, in the factory, the chemical factory. It is less nutrient present in this. Less nutrient present in this. Here, more and specific is very important. The term is specific nutrient. So what is the meaning of less nutrient? For example, if I take an example of a plant waste material, fruit, leaves, stems, seeds, flowers. So in this, then they get decomposed. A particular type of nutrient, for example, nitrogen. If I say, so ऐसा नहीं है कि नाइट्रोजन ही उस जो फूड डिकम्पोज हो गया उसमें नाइट्रोजन ही नाइट्रोजन है और कोई नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं है. That flower, that rotten flower has some percentage of all the nutrients. Not that 90% of nitrogen, nothing like that. It has some fractions of, some ratios of, some fractions of all the nutrients. So it is like that. And in this more specific nutrient, because we intentionally made this fertilizer. For example, NPK is example of this fertilizer. So what is this? We intentionally made this fertilizer for the plant where nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium is there. So those plants which require these three elements for their growth and development, so we spray, we give them this fertilizer, NPK only. So this NPK produced in our factories and which is specific in these three elements. Where in here, there is a fraction, some percentage of small all the nutrients. So now the third one is, it is eco-friendly, not produce pollution, not produce any pollution. Why? Because it is a natural made, no particular substance, no, it is not produce any water or soil pollution. Here it produce water and soil pollution. It reduce the water retentivity of the soil. How it is possible? It is possible by regular use of the fertilizer in the field. What happened that the soil, that particular soil where the excessive use of fertilizer are used, they have a less tendency to retain the water. So in the process of irrigation, what happened when we irrigate, when we give them water, lot of water to the plant, so that fertilizer is washed away with the water and it go to the particular canal, river, so they also dilute all the canal and river, pollute them also. So this comes under the pollution point of view. Also is very important. It make pollution and it does not make any pollution. So the next one, it create humus. Humus is what humus? Humus is a fertility of a soil. If I say humus is the fertility of a soil, fertile soil की fertility को increase करता है humus. तो मैन्यूर humus करता है macro organisms की development करता है. That macro organisms move on the land and it's create a fertility of a soil, also increase the nutrient in the soil. But in the fertilizer, no humus is created in a soil. So these are the main difference of the manure and fertilizer. So now come to the next topic, that is irrigation. That is irrigation. So what is the irrigation? Irrigation means to give the process of providing water to the plant. That is called irrigation. So in the old time, what farmer did? Farmer used the irrigation tools to give the water to the land. So how they do? They normally use these traditional method. That is, one is moat, another one is chain pump, another one is chain pump, and next one is Dekli, and other one is Rahat. So these are the traditional method which is used by the farmer, and it has also a very drawback also. What is a drawback? Firstly, we discuss what is this. Moat is a process where the farmer take out the water manually from the well. कुएं में से खुद पानी को निकालना और निकाल के खेतों में डालना, that is comes under the moat. Now another one is chain pump. What is there? Here is a wheel structure is there, and it's joined with a chain. Then this chain is rotating, and this wheel is rotating. By rotating of this wheel, it is joined with a shaft, and this shaft joined with a pipe which is come inside the well, and it grab the water up and suck the water upside, and this water come to the river, in the field. So these are the process of chain. Next one is Dekli. Dekli is nothing. It is a process in which the farmer is required for doing these things. Same thing, the farmer drag the water from the water resources and take out all the water and pour on the land. Now next one is Rahat. Rahat is nothing. It is Rahat. So Rahat may what happened in the Rahat, the animal is involved in this. Ox, buffalo, these types of animals are required. They mainly rotate on a particular circle, and by rotating their particular circle, these are joined with one wheel-like structure, and this will further joined with a pipe, and we drag water upside and goes to the field. So these are the process, and what is the drawback of this process? The very big drawback is. So what is the drawback of this traditional method? The drawback is that this process all require manpower. The main thing is hard manpower is required, and on animals also, and it is also time taking process. It's also very time taking process, so it is tedious. If I say shortly, it is very tedious process. So now to recover these things, to overcome these things, what is the new techniques to overcome this disadvantage? What is the new techniques are required? Number one is sprinkle method. And number two is dip method. What is a sprinkle method? What is a sprinkle method? So a sprinkle method is a new technique which is used by the farmer. That is like a fountain like thing is happening in the field. What is that? That a motor is joined here. Like for example, take it like a motor joint is here, and take out the water from the well resources, any water resources, and this thing is a long pipe is joined. Perpendicular pipe is joined with the motor, and this pipe is blindly open with a small nozzle, at the end. This nozzle is rotating. So this nozzle is rotating. By rotating of this nozzle, what happened? The water come out with the pressure like this, like a fountain. Like a fountain, water is come out because there is a small rotating thing in the nozzle which just simply rotate the direction of the water. So it's like a fountain or the field. So with an equal interval of time, the sprinkler are managed on the field. So this is also a process. So now, what is a drawback in this? The drawback is it is a very water wasting things. It is a very water wasting thing, but it is also a very good thing that it helps in the land where the large amount of soil, sand is there. The sandy soil it is very important. So now the next one is a drip method. In the drip method, it is very good method and very important also. Mainly in the question papers, the question will ask that what is the sprinkler method and what is a drip method and who is the more efficient. So more efficient is drip method. What happened in this drip method that the water supply pipe, this is water supply pipe is run along with the path in between the plant. For example, if this is your plant, this is 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 plant. Here also plant, here also plant. So what happened? This pipeline having a small nozzle is there, small hole is there. From this hole, some water is come out. So these holes are near the root of the plant. So mainly the root of the plant absorbs the water. So each hole is near the root of the plant. So maximum amount of water is absorbed in this process, and there is no wastage of the water. So this process, this method is very efficient and good. Where the terrestrial area is there, where the less amount of water occur, very less amount of water is present. So drip method is more efficient than the sprinkler method, but the thing is that irrigation process is depend upon the area wise, place wise, soil to soil, crop to crop. So irrigation method depend upon these four factors: about the climate, about the quality of the soil, about the what is the temperature is there. So the thing is that irrigation is the modern technique is sprinkler and drip method, and traditional is mode, chain pump, tackling and rod. So these are four traditional method. These two are the modern method, and these two, in between these two drip method is very important. One thing is that it is very expensive, and it is less expensive as compared to this one. So mainly the farmer use drip method, they have a good crop production also. So now come to the next process, which is last, which is weeding, So after the irrigation, weeding is, now come to the next step, that is weeding. So after the adding manure and fertilizer, so what the farmer do, they mainly do the weeding things. What is the meaning of weeding? So the weeding is a process of removal of weed. That is called weeding. Weeding is nothing, it is a process of removal of weeds. So the next questions come in the mind that what is a weed? Weeds is undesirable, which undesirable means unwanted. जिस चीज़ की हमें ज़रूरत नहीं है, that is undesirable और unwanted. तो undesirable or unwanted plant, a small plant may grow naturally along with the crop. जो आपकी मेन क्रॉप है उसके साथ उसके पेरीफेरी में, उसके आसपास वो डेवलप हो जाता है. That is a weeds. Unwanted plant which develop in near or periphery of your main plant, that is called crop. These undesirable plant are called weeds. यही अनवांटेड प्लांट जिसकी हमें किसान को जरूरत नहीं होती है, इट्स लाइक अ ग्रास. इफ आई से एग्जांपल ग्रास, तो ग्रास क्या है कि जो आपकी मेन फसल होती है, जो मेन क्रॉप होती है, उसके आसपास के एरिया में बहुत सारी घास हो जाती है. सो वो दैट इज अनडिजायरेबल अनवांटेड प्लांट. So farmer need to be pluck out that unwanted plant, for example grasses. So normally हम लोग भी ऐसे गार्डनिंग करते हैं, तो what do we do in the gardening also? if अगर मैंने रोज का प्लांट लगाया है, उसके आसपास अगर ग्रासेस हुई है, तो मैं मेनली क्या करती हूँ, मैं जाती हूँ और ग्रासेस को टाइम टू टाइम मैं ग्रासेस को वहां से प्लक कर लेती हूँ, उखाड़ के निकाल के बाहर कर देती हूँ. Why? What the reason behind this? The reason behind this that wheat absorbs all the nutrient from the soil and water, so there is a sharing of the nutrient of soil, so the male plant feels the deficiency of the nutrient and water also. So the main percentage of the nutrient and soil are mainly absorbed by these grasses. So the male plant have a deficiency of the nutrient and water also. And also there is a competition for the space also. So they also restrict the development of the plant also. So this step is very important to remove the grasses, to remove the unwanted plants from the nearby area of your main crop. So these are the main thing of the weeding. So first time when the weeding is doing by the farmers at the initial stage, when the preparation of the soil is doing by the farmer, so what happened, the farmers at the first time pluck all the cutted roots which is buried in the soil. Firstly वो क्या करते हैं, जो soil वो जो लेबलिंग और टर्निंग करते हैं, सो व्हाट दे डिड, दे फर्स्ट दे फाइंड प्लक, वो जमीन पे जो जड़े हैं, जो अनवांटेड प्लांट हैं, जो घासें हो गई, जो ग्रासेस डेवलप हो गए हैं, उनको वहां से वो निकाल लेते हैं, प्लक कर लेते हैं. तो उस टाइम भी वीडिंग होती है. दैट इज ऑल्सो कम्स अंडर द प्रोसेस ऑफ वीडिंग. And the second time also, first time also in this part maybe this is also take a first time also, because that is a dry plant होते हैं, ड्राई ग्रास होती है. वो पहले जो क्रॉप हुई होती है उनकी कटेड रूट्स होती हैं. सो अगर ग्रीन ग्रासेस को कट करना है तो वो हम फर्स्ट टाइम कब करते हैं, जब कि उससे पहले जब वो फ्लावर और सीड्स दे रहे, तो उससे बेटर है तो उससे पहले हम उसको प्लग करते हैं, जिससे वो उनकी पॉपुलेशन इंक्रीज ना हो. सो नाउ हाउ इट इज पॉसिबल, हाउ इट इज this process is doing by which technique? So firstly, the first technique is manual technique. Manual technique means by using your hands, by using this instrument called khurpi. In Hindi it is called khurpi. By using your hands, you just simply pluck out or cut all the grasses. And the second one is weedicides. Weedicides are the chemicals which are sprayed by the farmers on the crop. So what happened? These weedicide is not having any drawback or any side effect on the crop, but it gives the bad negative effect on the body of on the health of the farmer. So farmer has to be very careful before spraying these weedicides on the field. So they have to cover their mouth, their nose and their eyes also. So weedicide is harmful for the health of the farmers. So this is a negative part of the weedicides. Otherwise, weedicide is the best for removal of these weeds. So for today, this is the we are learned weeding. We are learned from the starting by say preparation of the soil, sowing, and then adding manure and fertilizers, and after that we learned the weeding process also. So if I go in the back side, if we do the feedback of this all today, what we are learned, that the number one is what is the process. The process consists of the 7 step. What is that 7 step? Remember this 7 step is very important. Preparation of the soil. सबसे पहले soil prepare करना. What, how and why? Answer of these questions is the whole summary of this process. So, what is the preparation of the soil? How it is done? या how it is happened? कैसे हम करते हैं? क्या टेक्निक यूज करते हैं? The answer come under the how and why. क्यों करते हैं? That is also very important. So, after the preparation of the soil, sowing is very important. So, before doing the sowing, farmers must select the good seed for the sowing, and in the sowing process, what they do select the mechanical instrument, agriculture instrument, and why they do, because it reduce the time also and save the work labor also. So the what is the next step? Adding manure and fertilizer, which is the best. वैसे best तो organic manure is more best than the fertilizer, because fertilizer has a drawback also. So after this, weeding is doing by the farmers. So weeding is a process of removal of unwanted plant from the field. And after doing weeding, the main process is manual and weedicides. Manually, by the using of your hand, you cut all the trees, and by using the weedicide, it's a chemical which is spray on the crop. And the farmers must take care of themselves, because this weedicide having the negative effect on the health of farmers also. So for today itself, it is enough. So thank you.